What's up everyone, and welcome back to another Marvel's Avengers news update video. And in today's video I want to go over all the patch notes that have come out in patch 1.5.0, which of course came with the Hawkeye's Future Imperfect DLC. Now, I'm not going to go through every single patch note because it's going to be a very long video if I do that. I will put a link to the patch notes in the description below so you guys can go check it out for yourself. But I'll go over the little quirky ones and the big patch notes as well that, I'll have a lot of people asking questions, and, hopefully a lot of them that do fix issues with the game as well, as we all know that the game does have its issues. But if you guys go on to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe if you guys do. But now let's get straight into it. So before I get into the patch notes, guys, I want to go over a little update that actually came to the game today. So if you guys were a lot of people crashing in the latest version of the game, there was a lot of issues with this. A lot of people were regarding this and talking to Marvel's Avengers Twitter account towards this. So they came out and said, "We are aware of a small number of users across all platforms running into a persistent crash playing the latest version of the game. We suggest using the backup save feature to work around this. You can find instructions here." Now this goes on to say, if you're encountering this issue on PS5, we've just migrated your save. You will not yet have a backup save on PS5. However, you can work around this by restoring your backup save on PS4 and then migrating your save to PS5 again. This should resolve the issue on PS5. If neither of those work, we are working on a hotfix patch to address this issue. Your save data will not be lost. And after that, this hotfix has now been pushed to PC. We're working on getting it to the other platforms as soon as possible, and then it went to PS4 and PS5. So there you go, guys. So a little bit of a thing there. If you guys saw, there was a little patch today for PS5, or for PlayStation in general and for PC. That is why. So just thought I'd let you guys know there. So let's start off with the patch notes. So patch 1.5.0 patch came out with the Hawkeye DLC, like I said, and it did implement new features such as next gen, Hawkeye, of course, the Future Imperfect Operation, campaign replay, the custom harm rooms, the new enemy cargo runner synthoid, and the free outfit for Kamala. Which you can get from now until the 24th of March. So if you get it before then, it's free. Otherwise, you're gonna lose it. So just log in and get it, guys. Even if you don't play the game too often, just go in and get it now while you can. Now there are, of course, there's a lot of patch notes in this one, guys. So like I said, I won't go through every single patch note, but let's get straight into it. I want to go over a few things that might resolve some of your issues. So let's get straight into it. First one, I think that is, I think everyone wanted to see, is that a SHIELD employee at Substation 0 is now 100% more effective, as they are no longer typing on a powered down tablet. So, issue solved, right, guys? That's what we want to see. So yeah, there's a lot of bug fixes, a lot of quality of life updates as well. So like vault cordons are now removed after completion. Elite villain sectors are now hidden after they are completed from the mission chain. Duplicate villain sectors will no longer appear between factions. Flashback missions can now be completed once daily, and improved visibility of rewards at the end of missions. Those are really nice quality of life changes, especially the fact that not having duplicate villain sectors, I should say, between the factions. That's always nice, because it is annoying when you have to play the same mission twice. But that is what this game is, a lot of grinding. But just to try and get out of that rut of grinding, I think that's a great way for them to do it. And it's cool that we get to see the flashback missions can be completed once daily. I like that as well. So moving on to multiplayer and matchmaking. So strike team members in the Avengers initiative now see the same animation when NPCs are hit by Thor's charged range attack, which is pretty cool. Players no longer become stuck at the hero roster after selecting the invite while dismiss prompt is active. I know a lot of people have had a lot of problems with that. Fixing an issue where players' stats were significantly dropped upon picking or destroying gear in multiplayer hive missions, rather than stats only changing when intentionally equipping unequipping gear. I've never actually encountered this glitch. That seems like a really big problem, but which is now fixed, which is great. A temporary change has been made to Quick Match, where you now exclude war zones with a power level requirement for the Quick Match pool. This is to address scenarios where a player who is below the level requirement of the war zone quick matches with a group and prevents the war zone from being launched. Players can still matchmake for war zones with power level requirements by directly selecting the war zone from the war table and entering matchmaking for the specific war zone. We are working on a more robust solution which will be implemented in a future release. That was a big one, guys. So yeah, I know a lot of people have been asking me recently about quick matches. So there is an issue that is fixed now, guys. Obviously, it's not ideal at the moment, but it is definitely better than what we had before. There's also been some various matchmaking and stability improvements to multiplayer and matchmaking, of course. There's art and animation. Now, a big one I know a lot of people are really happy about to see is that Hulk's hair is correctly displayed in the Hulk King outfit. So, of course, what we saw was Vaseline Hulk, where it was just, plain black. You really couldn't see anything. Now that should be fixed. I never actually got that outfit, so let me know if it is fixed to you guys. Do let me know. Jarvis's voiceover consistently plays after accessing the Quinjet. Shield cave doors no longer play door opening audio if they're already open. Kamala's smile is intact after addressing an issue that caused her teeth to disappear in cutscenes when wearing specific outfits, including Obsidian, the Teenage Hero, Greater Good, and Jersey Girl. That would be quite terrifying, I'm going to say. So there you go. I guess that's fixed for you guys. Your hero no longer disappears when running up against the wall at the start of the Endless Abyss mission. There's also a few things like Iron Man's cape now correctly displays in his Iron Knight outfit. Dr. Lyle Get's voiceover is now properly synchronized to his facial animations during his Dreadbot boss fight. Captain America is no longer intentionally wearing a helmet when he should not be during the A-Day prologue. We recently just did this A-Day prologue, and it was very, very weird to see him with his helmet on. Because it also, his forehead kind of came out of the helmet. It was very weird, so it's nice to see that fixed. And various visual effects fixes as well. There's always, like I said, there's a lot more in this, guys. I'll put a link to it in the description below. The user interface, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man no longer T-pose for a few frames after being selected. We made changes to improve loading time for character models in the menu. I have noticed this, even though I do have the next-gen upgrade with the PS5. I have recently just tested it out on PS4, and it is a lot quicker as well, guys. Challenge card prompts can now be dismissed by mouse and keyboard users. Fix various localization, text, and subtitle issues. We also removed player info and icons from the nameplate art to let them shine. So there you go. The marketplace is also now also accessible from the character menu, which will now highlight new content when accessed. I know a lot of people are really happy about this. It's a lot clearer. There's a lot of quality of life improvements here, such as the war table designs as well. A lot of the UI is a lot nicer as well. So on to combat. So Iron Man no longer becomes invisible when entering the Hulk Buster as it despawns. AIM Arrow Keepers no longer float after being defeated in the mission Private Eye. Kate can now vault over Blue Shield Aegis Reapers when she phases them in mission out of the shadows. Drones no longer spawn in containers holding inhuman NPCs. That's an interesting one, I've got to say. Players can no longer clip through the force field during the Super Adaptoid fight in the mission Resolution. It's an interesting one. There we also have drones now properly take elemental damage, which is nice. Those drones are very, very annoying, so it's nice we can take them down a lot quicker now. The audio on Iron Man's repulsor attacks no longer goes up in pitch when used in war zones. I have heard this annoying bug sometimes, and it's glad that it's now fixed. It does hurt your ears sometimes, but yeah, it's good that it's fixed now. Addressed a rare issue where Taskmaster would stop attacking during a villain sector encounter. That happened to me as well, which is very hilarious. He went down super quick. It's nice that they fixed it, but it was a good way to farm your gear. Resolve an issue that caused heroes and enemies to become misaligned during takedown finishes. Fix various companion AI issues as well. So gear challenges and rewards. Iron Man and Kate Bishop Hive Mind and Priority Mission gear sets have a chance to be equipped with Chiral Range perks, which is nice. Priority Mission gear now has a small chance of coming with Cosmic perks, which is nice. Obviously coming, I'm not going to spoil Future Imperfect for you guys who haven't watched it, but it's nice to see what's coming in the future. Fix an issue where rare VL ISO 8 drops with a mix of different stats types rather than pure Valor. Fix an issue where certain achievements, including holding it down and the best around, were impossible to complete at power levels exceeding 130. Mission rewards. Awarded gear shows up consistently on the mission complete screen. A gear chest no longer spawns in an inaccessible location on Breakout. Removed pattern rewards from the Mega Hive as part of larger work in progress initiative to decrease randomness in Octavian Cosmetics. So yeah, so you can't, if you guys didn't know already, you can no longer get patterns in the game because they want to basically make it a way to make it so you can it's no longer randomized. I think they should just, keep the patterns, but then you get to choose the hero that you give it to. I think that'd be a nice way to do it. But there you go. Like, I did get some patterns before Hawkeye got released. I did craft them when he got released, and none of them were for Hawkeye, unfortunately. So there you go. And some of them were for skins I already got, and I got units for it. So I think if you already had the skin, you should probably get credits for that. But that's just me. Some perks fixes as well. So remove the spread of effectiveness for all in-air perks. So the remaining aerial perk adjustments include aerial impulse, change from 12 to 15% stun damage to always be 15%. Aerial boon, so change from 4 to 6% increased critical chance to always be 6. Aerial quake, change from 12 to 15% stun damage. Aerial blessing, change from 10 to 12% critical chance. And aerial berserker blitz, change from 12 to 15% increased damage. Iron Man and Black Widow now have previously missing status effect on their light and heavy attacks. For example, Black Widow can now see status effects on her light signature attacks for Shock, Cosmic, Camo, Pim, and Plasma. And Iron Man can roll perks that increase status damage from any unaimed heavy attack. Hero challenges, Dreadbots now count on challenges requiring players to stun enemies. Black Widow and Cape challenges requiring hitting enemy weak points with range attacks now trigger properly. And additional items added to non-featured content in the marketplace that can be accessed in each hero's cosmetic menu with unpurchased item locked. So if you guys have already seen it before, Chastity, who was of course on the helicarrier, and I don't remember who's, I think it's Cho, of course. Cho's in the anthill. They've got very limited amount of cosmetic gear because of course they're redoing the cosmetic update to make it, hopefully this gets fixed soon. Yeah, there you go guys. And then we also got the known issues and workarounds for the game itself. So I'll go through all these guys just so you guys know. So enable disable text does not change when enabling or disabling takedowns until reopening description box. After completing the Hawkeye mission in Operation Hawkeye Future Imperfect, players may run into a still image for 15 to 30 seconds before the next scene begins. That has happened to me before. Don't think your game has broken, guys. Just wait it out for a bit, and it should help. If players select Reset Harm Room from the pause menu before spawning the first fight in the custom harm room, enemies will not spawn. Workaround, return to Quinjet and relaunch the mission. So there you go. A faction rewards message may erroneously pop up during the Hawkeye mission of Future Imperfect. Mission progression is stopped after clearing the third objective in the By Force of Mind mission, which requires you to defeat all Dreadbots and Adaptoids. If you restart the game through campaign replay, the anthill is accessible for it should be. Traveling to the anthill or out of order may result in your game becoming stuck / needing to reset the campaign again. Workaround, do not travel to the anthill until prompted by the story. We are working towards an urgent fix for this issue. Please wait for the game to be fully installed before playing. That's obvious. Persistent crash and error after updating. Hotfixes have been deployed, which we already talked about before. So that's already been fixed. Mastro's villain sector does not appear for some players. We are investigating this issue, but try talking to Elias in Substation 0 or switching operations in the Operation Picker. Hawkeye's support heroic has no effect when used right after his ultimate heroic. Trophy migration issues on PS5. Instances of falling through the world in the wastelands. And outfit and model issues either not rendering or having incorrect tints. So there you go, guys. That is all the that's all the patch notes this week. For this update, I should say. Do let me know what your thoughts about them in the comment section below. And are there anything you guys would like to see fixed in the game? And what was in the patch notes that you guys enjoyed? Let me know in the comment section below. But thank you guys so very much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe if you guys haven't already. And join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter, guys, so you can keep up to date on all things Marvel's Avengers. But thank you guys so very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. And as always, happy gaming.